Hello everyone, this is Jackie Williams, and in this video I want to share with you the Lighter Than Air suite, which includes the hot air balloon stamp set and dies. I really like this set. It's really a good one for any age or gender or occasion. It's just really general images, and you can of course just change up the colors to suit the recipient or the occasion. And the balloons are two-step stamping, and then of course there's the dies to go around the images, as well as some standalone labels and embellishments for the balloons, which I'll show you how all of those work later. And then we have the papers. Now it is a pack of 48 sheets, so I just have some of them here. One nice thing about this print in particular is that the dies fit around these images, so if you're wanting to just make a simple card or a card in a hurry, or you're just happy with these colors, you can just use your dies to cut out these ready-made images. And then of course they're all double-sided and coordinate together. And then we've got the enamel dots and some twine. If you're someone who struggles with tying ribbon, then twine is the answer for you. Twine is particularly easy to tie. For our project today, I'm going to be working on the new Glass Mat Studio, well, the Glass Mat as part of the Glass Mat Studio. And this is not currently available for purchase, but this is something that you can select as an addition to your starter kit when you join my Stampin' Up! Team at no extra cost. So that's a really big bonus for joining right now. I have a link below the video that you can read for more information on that. So I'm going to use Balmy Blue and a blending brush, and I'm going to just blend some of the blue ink onto my card, but not all the way down, just maybe like halfway or a little more than halfway down. And one nice thing about the glass mat is you can actually just put your ink right on the mat, and then when I want to pick up more ink, I can even just pick it up off of the glass. I know this color is probably hard to see. And one tip about blending is to keep blending even when it looks like the ink has run out, because it's that really, really gradual fade from color to white that you want to get right. And the best way to do that is, even when the ink feels like it's run out, sort of, is to keep blending, and then you have a really nice, soft line in between the two colors. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Now, even though it's not really visible, there is blue ink there on the glass. So there is this really nice chamois that's included in the Glass Mat Studio to just wipe it right off. And the chamois is just wet with water. And because I'm not going to let it dry, I'm going to carry on working. I'm just going to wipe that off a little bit. I've got a tissue here, but you could use a reusable towel as well, of course. Okay, then the next thing is I want to add some clouds. So this die set has a couple of cloud dies, and what I've done is something a little bit fun, inspired by an idea I saw online. I have cut some cloud images out of a piece of window sheet to create myself a simple mask. You could do this out of vellum if you were just going to use it a couple of times. But I like to keep these, and I'll probably just tuck it right inside my stamp set or my die set. So I like to use the window sheets because those will last. So I am going to use shimmery white embossing paste, and I'm going to just lay that mask where I want it to sit, about like that. So some of my clouds are going off the project, and my balloon, I'm aiming it to be about right there. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit of the paste out, and then be sure and put the lid right back onto your embossing paste, because it does dry fairly quickly, which is a good thing when you're crafting, but not a great thing if you leave the lid off of your product. I'm just going to spread it right onto the glass mat because I'm going to wipe straight away, and then just kind of flatten that out if you want, or you can leave them with fluffy clouds. Then you want to wipe this off right away. And those look pretty cool. So I'm going to set those over here to dry while we build our balloon. So I'd like our balloon to be very bright and vivid against that soft blue sky. Now the glass mat makes a perfect stamping surface. However, these stamps are photopolymer, so just to be sure, I'm going to use my stamp mat to give it that little bit of cushion that the photopolymer stamps don't have. And I'm going to stamp my balloon in Melon Mambo, so a very bright pink. And then we'll use our die and cut that out. There we go. And then we've got a detail die cut that fits here in this spot. We've also got a stamp, but for this one I'm choosing to use the die cut, and then another detail that I've cut out of the gold self-adhesive shimmer paper. And this paper is really nice. It's comes in 12 by 12 sheets in both silver and gold, and when you punch or die cut or cut it out, then it actually has, then you peel off the backing, actually has the adhesive already on there, which makes it ideal for images like this. So let's go ahead and assemble. Put that on like this, and then we just need to peel off the backing. And a little side benefit is often a lot of the little bitty pieces that need to come out with that backing. There's just a couple there I need to poke out. Okay, I think that's all of it, and then we'll just easily place that over that middle section. Then I've done the same thing to create the little basket. I've just stamped the image in early espresso and then cut that out with the dies. We'll put our dimensionals on the back there, and then we're ready to put this onto our project. I like how the shimmery paste is a little bit translucent. So all you see is just that little bit of difference in color and some sparkle. And then we'll stamp our words. I think for this one, I'm just going to use the Just a Note to Lift You Up. So it can be quite general. That could be just thinking of you, or get well, or sympathy. Then I'm going to put that onto a white backing. And then I've got another white card base. So virtually all the pieces in this project are all white, and all the color has been added with ink. And then I'm going to put a layer on with the Softly Said embossing folder. And this one is available just for a short time, January and February 2024. But I thought it was quite nice with the balloons. It just had sort of an airy look to it. And then we'll put this layer on with dimensionals. I'll just put it on centered. I've got one that I've put a little bit off center to show you. And then we'll just add some embellishments. So I was debating between the gold pearls, and those are from the Blooming Pearls, or just some blue embellishments. I think that I quite like the contrast with the gold. And then if you want, you can tie a little bow with the gold cord. I believe it's called Simply Elegant Trim. And you want to make that knot as tight as you can, because these metallic trims have wire in them, and so it makes them want to undo. So you'll want to stick that down quite well too. So I'm going to use a glue dot. So this bow is optional. I was debating. It might be too much gold for you. It depends, I suppose, who you're giving it to and what your personal style is. And there we go. I just need to add some inner pieces for writing on, and that's finished. And here's the one that I made earlier. So the difference here is I've used cherry cobbler for my balloon, so it gives it a little bit maybe more mature look. And I've also off-centered this so you can see a bit more of that embossing. So I think either one works. Now I do have a few more samples to share with you. So this is one that I've done an inked background and then done all the stamping in black, for probably more something that you would give to an adult. And I have done a reel for this process, so you can check for that on YouTube or Instagram. And then here's another one, this one using the papers and the colors in the suite. It's just a nice way to use a couple prints of the papers with that little diagonal cut through there, and then just a cute little balloon with some of the embellishments and twine. And then this one, I wanted to make one that was a little more of a vintage feel. So I pulled in Poppy Parade and Coastal Cabana. And this time, instead of stamping the balloon with color, I've actually white embossed that on pecan pie cardstock for quite a different look. I quite like this look. I hope you like it too. And then these ones are a bit of a fun fold card. So I'm calling this the pop-up box card. So it does fold down flat, sorry, to fit into an envelope like this. And then your recipient opens it up and it stands up and it looks quite cute. The balloon images, of course, kind of suit the pop-up cards very well. And the tutorial for this card is included in the Lighter Than Air All-Star tutorial bundle, which includes 12 tutorials, and this is one of them. And the link for that is below the video. So there are my projects to share with you today. Thanks so much for joining me. I always appreciate you watching my videos. Please leave me a comment. Share this video with your friends who might enjoy this and or are thinking of purchasing this suite. And of course, subscribe. And I'll see you next video. This is Jackie Williams. Bye-bye.